viewers, welcome to GBEC TV. My name is Christian Kipkosgei. Welcome to Golden Bridge and Epicenter School, and this is Class 8 Pioneer Class.
Good morning. As I was saying, my name is Marshall Enoch Mwenja, and I have done KCP this year, last year 2022, and I scored, my total marks were 384, and my best subject which I scored high was English language, which was 83, and the grade was A plain, and Kiswahili I scored 76, A minus, and mathematics 79, A minus, science 75, A minus, and social studies 71, B. I tried social, but to me, social studies was my weaker subject. But here, I tried so very hard, and I got B+. And the school which I was learning in was Faith Temple, which is opposite Imani Children's Home. And where we did our center was Shiloh Community Center and Secondary School, which is just here a few miles. So I want to encourage you that you should not, in school, you should respect your teachers and even parents. And also, you should not say, you should not hear people when they say the exam you are going to do is sad, or secondary life is too hard. Don't listen to them. Just continue the studies and all will be well to you. To me, in our school, our teachers were not too harsh. The things they could tell you was advice. They were not using kings, and even if you failed the exam, they'll just tell you, put more effort. And the teacher who told us this was a teacher, my maths teacher, was known as Teacher Josephat Kasavule. He always came to our class in the morning or evening, gave us advice. So I want to tell you that don't listen to those people who tell you that secondary life is too hard or you'll not pass KCPE. You just listen to your mind and just tell yourself that I want to pass this exam and help my community or my parents. And I know some people here have been scholared by European countries or Asian countries, but you should put interest. Don't say that now you are rich, even if you don't pass this exam, you just have money. No, don't say like that. Just keep in your mind that I want to pass the exam, not to joke or fight or play with my friends in school. And know this, if you find another person of another school, don't show yourself too much. Just look like a mad person, and when you are doing an exam with him or her, just tell him, explain to me this thing, I don't know. And you can find new ideas that your teacher did not tell you or teach you. So if you do that, things will be better to you. And like in social, I know social has so many notes, and in those notes there are key points like the trading blocks, the European colonizers, the European countries, British, Portuguese. Like in our school, we had formulas to that songs. In like trading blocks, we had the songs of Comesa, SADC, and ECOWAS. And if you want, I can tell you the song, but later. And when I continue, I like to tell you that, you see, like that book that boy has, don't like that. I know it has so many notes for class 6 or 7 and 8. Like social, you should not throw away books of class, the notes of class 7 and 8, the notes of class 6 and 7. They will come. Like in this KCP, it was so easy. So much questions came from class 7, not in class 8. So much questions came from class 7. in maths there are so much tricky questions, and the person who was checking at us, he even gave us like 5 minutes because the time was over. And when she also went through the paper and knew that it was tricky, so he added us some 5 minutes and we did the math. But to me, I knew I passed, and I know I got like 88% or 90. But here they standardize. There is something known as standardization, which is 79. Even if you see this 384, there are some marks which are deducted from that, and you can, when you add those marks, you'll get that you had 416 or 420. And the last thing I would like to say is that when you go to secondary school, please focus on your education. Don't start playing with friends, and even if you go to a mixed school, don't interact with girls so much. Just focus on education. In day school, when you move out from school, in your mind there are so many things. So you can go and bath, take a bath, then you start reading your books, but not too much. And too much reading can make your mind collapse. In the morning, you can wake up at 4. In secondary school, when you go today, wake up at 4, read some books, do some maths, even geography you read. Then like 5, be on the road. 5, if your day school is too far, like 5, be on the road going to school. And if you know your school has so many jokes, you can go late. But still, in secondary school, so many pupils have jokes. So when you move from the house, just read your books first, then you start going to school. Even if you go early, the teacher will just beat you, but you know in your mind you have read some things which will help you in exam, while other pupils came early, start making jokes and laughing everywhere. So please, when you go to secondary school, focus on your studies, and always respect your teachers and parents, and also the chef. I thank the Patoipa, which is scholarship me in secondary education, and and when I go there, I will put my best effort in my education, and I will never put jokes in secondary life. And I want to thank those people who have sponsorship, which is Patoipa, and to everybody who is watching me this hour or this day, please, when you finish with primary education, just don't say your burden is over. In secondary school, you are going to the real lesson. You are going to learn the real lesson, which will make you have a great job. And please, if you are hearing me, don't put jokes in your life and in your studies. And I like to thank these students, the class A students here, for listening to me this hour and this minute. And I would like to finish. Thank you.